Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is my final team selection video for game week 17. I might make one or two changes to this team in my final selection. So I've gone with Arrizabalaga and Ward like I did in my previous video. So Arrizabalaga has played 60 minutes for Chelsea in their friendly matchup. So if you take a look at his fixtures, again they are Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. Then in 19 they have a double game week. Then 20 Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Fulham, and to pair with him, I've gone with Ward in game week 21, where Chelsea have Liverpool, I think. Leicester have Brighton, so I can play him. And at 4.1 million, you are getting a starter goalkeeper. So in my defense, I think I've gone with Trippier, Cancelo, James, Estupinian, and Bueno. So my team value is actually quite very low, so I couldn't upgrade Estupinian to White. That is the player I wanted, and Bueno to Patterson. I've mixed with these two. So Estupinian might get a double game week in game week 21, I think. I don't know for sure. So he has Southampton, Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool. So I don't care for this 4 game weeks. I'm only interested in Brighton's game week, double game week, and fixtures after game week 21. Because I think I would have Trippier, Cancelo, and James starting in first 4 game weeks. Then I've gone with Bueno, the lowest price midfield defender who is starting regularly for his club side and also getting assists. So Everton, Man United, Aston Villa, West Ham United. So good run of fixtures, but I don't think I would get a chance to play him because I think I have good defense. Then I've gone with Trippier. I think he's one of the best defenders, as I've said in my earlier videos to own. I think he's better than Cancelo for his price, and Cancelo haven't delivered this season attacking wise. So Trippier has been getting attacking returns as well as bonuses. So I think he's the best defender to have. So Cancelo, you might downgrade him to Robertson, but I've gone with him to spread up the funds. So even if I had to get Robertson in the future, I can downgrade him, or Trent I could downgrade him. But if you take Robertson right now, then you can't upgrade to Cancelo. So that's the reason why I've gone for him. Then I've gone with James. So he did also started or played some minutes in for Chelsea in their friendlies. So I think he will start, but I'm not sure he'll start every single one of the games. But if he stays fit, he's the best defender for FPL in the league. So I'm going with him. Again, Chelsea have the best run of fixtures. Then moving on to midfield, I've gone with Kulusevski, Rashford, Almiron, and De Bruyne, and Andres Pereira. So in my first video, I've gone with the duo of Fernandes and Foden, and in my last and this video, that is final video, I've gone with De Bruyne and Rashford because I think they are the best duo to have if you're going template. So De Bruyne all again got 2 assists I think against Liverpool in the League Cup, and they did win 3 goals to 2, and they again he was their chief creator. So the likes of Grealish, Foden haven't been in training that much as De Bruyne has been or Mahrez has been. So I think for the first 2 game weeks at least, I think Mahrez starts, and also De Bruyne will be the mainstay and right up till Champions League fixtures. So if you want a premium midfielder, I think De Bruyne is the one you should go for. Then he has in game week 19 Chelsea, and game week 20 he has a double game week fixture, and I think in game week 23 also they have a double game week fixture. So I quite fancy De Bruyne over Salah, so I've gone with him. Then I've got Almiron at 5.8. I think he's the best midfielder to have in that price range, low bracket, and he also played friendlies, and I think he was better. He was good, really good for Newcastle in those friendlies. So I think he can get attacking returns too. So I've gone with Rashford. I think Rashford looks rejuvenated. He did score a tremendous solo goal against Burnley in the League Cup. If you take a look at their fixture, they have Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Bournemouth. I'm especially targeting these 3 fixtures, so I've gone with him. I think he will get good attacking returns. He might be on pens if he gets one. That is, if he's fouled in the penalty box, I think he can get one if he insists. So I'm going with him. Then I've gone with Kulusevski because I do think he's been the star player from midfield. I think Kane and him have been their best players. He was injured for quite a period, but I think Spurs also have a double game week, and I think right now Richarlison and Son are injured. So all the owners will come on Kane and Kulusevski. So Kulusevski will be a mainstay in their side. So haven't got Kane, so I have decided to go with Kulusevski. You can also have Saka in his position if you want. They are both are similarly priced. Then I've already talked about Andres in my previous videos. I think at that price, even below 5.5 million, I think he's the best midfielder to have, and he rotates very well with Almiron. When I think Almiron has Arsenal, you can bring in Andres Pereira, who has a double game week in game week 19, so that rotates very well, so I think he's a must have. Then moving on to forwards, I've gone with Darwin, Holland and Martial. So again, Martial, I think Nottingham Forest have considered most of their goals from down from the center. He will play center forward for Manchester United. He will be a regular starter unless he gets injured. And for again, I think for this first three fixtures, I think Manchester United attack is the one you can go for. You must target if you want to gain rank. So I've gone with duo, that is Manchester United duo, Rashford and Martial. Then Holland, I don't think I need to talk much about Holland. He will be my cap for game week 17. Then again I've gone with Darwin Nunes. So Darwin Nunes quite looks again missed chance against Man City in that cup game, but he did really get one or two clear cut chances. So I think he's getting in the end of those chances, and against other teams he will get more number of those chances, that is 4 and 5 chances. And if he even finishes 1 or 2, I think he'll get massive attacking returns. And we all know that Diogo Jota and Diaz is injured, so he'll play centrally, and also Firmino is in doubt. So I think Darwin Núñez is nailed on for a longer run, and at 9.0 million, if he finishes half of the chances he get, I think he'll get pretty good number of points. So that's it. That leaves 0.0 million in my bank. So that's a pretty much template team. So I don't think I could gain much of a rank from the people above me from this team, because this is a template one. So if I decide that I want to go something differential, then I might make some changes, and this would be the kind of team I would go for if I decide to go differential. So I would go with Holland and Kane as my two differentials and Darwin as my half third differential. Then I would upgrade Ward to Sanchez and Estupinian to White. Then that's a pretty strong bench. Then in my midfield, I've gone with Martinelli and Rashford, two very mid-budget midfielders, and Almiron. So that midfield might not look that strong, but at the start of this 2-3 game weeks, we don't know how things are gonna work out, how teams are gonna gel. So I think Foden is definitely not starting. Mahrez is starting at least for these 2 game weeks. So they have very good run of fixtures. They have Leeds and Everton. So I think owning a Man City midfielder is a great value. I've gone with Mahrez for that purpose. I think he will get attacking returns for these 2 game weeks, and for give some minutes to Foden and Grealish. I think later, that is from game week 19, I think Foden and Grealish will be in the main team, and Mahrez will play the Cup and Champions League games. So the plan is I have 0.8 million in my bank. So if I decide to go with this team, what I will do is in game week 18 I would roll on the transfer. In game week 19 I would bring in Mount in place of Mahrez. So that's a double game week for Mount. So I think up to that point, I think Mount will be a regular starter for Chelsea. And then again in game week 20, again I have 0.8 million in my bank. Then again I will go for Foden. So I think up to that point, Foden will be a regular starter. So if I decide to go with this draft, these are my plans. So do let me know what you guys think of both these drafts in the comment section below. And also if you have enjoyed watching this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Also follow us on Instagram at FPL Football Poetic, and good luck for